When your passion is to highlight the beauty around you and to create happy workplaces, you successfully build a career and strategic business around giving people so many options to feel good in so many ways. There's a lot of knowledge and experience behind this vision, don't be fooled. My guest is inspired to help us get easy access to improve our well-being and make us smile. By opening the door to education, activities, and special events, there's a huge variety for us to choose whatever we like. It's all about connecting and being happy together. So let's ask 10 questions to my extraordinary guest, Randa Farah. Hi. Hi, how are you?
Yeah, great.
Thank
you for this introduction.
It was quite a challenge to get here, but finally we're here. And we're talking about happiness and feeling good. And you mentioned to me that your name, actually, your family name is Farah, which translates from Arabic to happiness.
Yeah, I didn't make it on purpose,
No, it just happened. It worked together. Yes. Randa, while I was looking at the CV you sent me, it's almost like a book. There's so much in it. There's so much work behind where you are today. Can you tell us a little bit, just a brief introduction about yourself? I think you would do it much better than I would.
Yeah. So actually, I started in HR management. So I studied business, advertising and marketing, and HR management. Yeah. And I thought that HR is gonna be my passion forever. So I worked like for 15 years in HR. I worked in recruitment and communication, and I was observing during this my career leaders and leadership styles. And I saw that sometimes you have amazing leaders who push the company forward, and people want to work for them and with them, and they are happy at work. And some other make you miserable. And I was so intrigued by this that I got specialized in happiness at work.
Yeah.
And
this is a field. You mean like happiness at work?
Happiness at work, yes, in Denmark. So I was really intrigued because I was very happy in some of my positions and so miserable in some others.
Oh, okay. So you experienced both sides.
Yes. Okay. And I wanted to study why. What are the reasons of this happiness versus what makes people happy at work? What makes them so miserable? And at the same time, I was so passionate about Lebanon, and I was always, people ask me what are the things to do, or I was always sad when people leave Lebanon or when they tell me there's nothing to do in this country, and I wanted to show people how many things are happening. Right. So I created Lebtivity.com, which is a calendar for events, and we started it as a hobby with some friends, so it was like supposed to be...
This is about 2011,
2012.
2012,
and it was supposed to be a side thing, and then we launched it, and it grew. By then it became a business, and now
there's everything on the Lebtivity. There's something for everybody.
Yes,
so
exactly.
There's sports, there's nightlife,
absolutely everything.
There's culture, art, there's everything,
music,
in there.
Everything. And at the same time, I left my HR career, and but not completely, because I created my academy. It's called I Have Learned Academy.
That's how I met you.
Yeah, exactly. You came to one of our courses, and the academy is about everything you didn't learn at school or university, or things you learned the hard way.
Okay, so sorry, I'm just interrupting, but what I did with you is nonviolent communication, just to give an example.
Exactly.
Right.
It was a trainer coming from abroad to give the NVC, and it was interesting because I'm in the process still of learning nonviolent communication. It's a long process, especially when you're someone like me who's very spontaneous and who speaks before you think sometimes. So one of the things is nonviolent communication. So I Have Learned Academy is all about this. It's about all those skills that you learn the hard way in life, or you take
the soft skills. Is that what we call them?
Yes.
The soft skills.
It could be also skills that are like, let's say, AI. It's not the soft skills,
right?
But it's things you didn't learn at school or university, or you had to, or Bitcoin, for example. Or stuff
things
like
are moving so quickly right now. There's so much to learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I also teach at university, so USG mostly, and I give some courses at Alba.
Wow. Do you have time for Randa?
Very good question. I create time for Randa.
Okay, that's good though.
But I need more than 24 hours, to be honest. So
my last guest was just saying the same thing. He wished he had more than 24 hours.
It's too much,
Yeah. Okay, so what was your childhood like to become this person who focuses on happiness and feeling good and everything?
Well, I am the youngest sister of a family of 4 sisters.
Oh, wow.
And there's a difference in age. So when I was born, my sisters were more than 10 years older than me, so 12 years up to 15 years.
So you're
difference.
like a little doll in the house.
Exactly. So I was like more of an observer, you know, because they were teenagers and I was a kid.
Yeah.
So they used to come with their friends or go out, and I was the one observing everything, sometimes crying, said I want to go with them, or you know. But I was pampered, and it was like a happy childhood. However, I was very much in my imagination. I had a very
that's very creative,
very creative. And I remember I was obsessed by the thought of creating a machine to read people's thoughts.
Oh, really?
So that was what I wanted to do as a kid.
But what would you want to do with that?
To read people's thoughts, to understand how they think, to understand how they are.
Okay, for understanding.
And this is why I studied psychology as a hobby later on.
Okay. As a hobby?
As a hobby. I used to go to USG in the morning
to my... That's a deep hobby.
and then I go as a hobby to study psychology. Because I was so passionate about it since I was a kid, like understanding how people think, how people are, why they think, why they... You know, so it's something I went very deeply in.
So like when you see people right now, can you like understand them? Do you have like a basic understanding?
Trust me, I still don't.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I look at people, I say, no way, I can't even imagine how can someone do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I learned, you know, through my career, like I was kidding.
Yeah.
But, you know...
with time and experience, you start to learn,
I learned a lot of things like reading body language, understanding emotions, understanding other people.
Yeah. Sometimes our communication affects a person's behavior also.
Exactly. Personality types, you know, if you're an introvert, an extrovert, all this matters.
We can do a whole podcast on that one day.
Yes. You know, I have a course called Know Yourself. This is a 6-week course where we help people to really discover themselves deeply and to get to know each other, themselves and others.
Oh, how does it help them?
It helps them understand that we don't function the same way.
Okay.
So people function in a different way. So you are not always... you don't have the same reactions to the same event.
Because there's a history and education and culture behind every
character,
person.
Personality, traits of character that you cannot control. There are so many things.
Oh, okay. So I guess it helps them organize or understand how to go about their lives better, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and so that's it. Like reading people is a whole thing, because it's true, I read people well. Yeah. And I'm very sensitive to energies.
Oh, okay.
But still, it's true also. My joke was true that sometimes I don't understand.
Yeah, we can understand.
Sometimes I'm still shocked by, you know,
sometimes
some
we have
of the
to
things.
Put ourselves in the other person's shoes.
Yes.
Really to understand them.
It needs a lot of empathy and compassion.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes you just need to take people as they are without over-analyzing.
Not taking things personally.
Exactly.
Yeah, I learned to do that. That makes
and also what I noticed, especially with people I don't agree with, is that they really have a totally different reality.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So their reality is different than my reality.
Right.
And it doesn't mean it's right or wrong, but it's their reality, which is not my reality.
So if you don't agree with them, what do you do? Do you just like...
I usually am the person who challenges.
Oh, you challenge them.
Unless I don't... like there are different measures, you know.
Yeah.
If the relationship is important, I speak, I communicate, I try to fix things. If it is not important, like you cannot do that with every person. Sometimes sometimes you have to cut people off. Sometimes, you know, you have to
this is very interesting. I didn't expect to talk about all this on the podcast, but I'm enjoying it a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So so this is... It's funny because you were talking about, I was going to ask you what is your hobby, but you think psychology is your hobby.
Yes.
But I'm sure there are things that are a little bit more fun for you.
Well, I love intellectual things. So like reading, astronomy.
Astronomy.
Yes, I love like things that makes you sometimes, you know, of course, reading, cinema,
Okay. What are you reading now?
Actually, I'm hearing audiobooks because I'm not having the time to read, which I'm very sad about, because I used to read like a book per day.
Yeah, I feel the same.
I used to spend my summer reading when I was a teenager, and then even at university, even as an adult, when I was at 2 universities, I still had time to read. But now, I don't know how time is flying. And it really makes me angry because I have a series of books to read. And what I'm doing is I have this application, Audible.
Yeah.
And I hear.
I tried it. It didn't work for me.
Oh,
I couldn't do it.
Why?
Yeah.
I have to do it when I'm doing something else at the same time. So I put it.
Same.
And for example, I fix, I don't know, my stuff, my room, or I walk my dog or whatever. I'm doing this at the same time.
I couldn't do
in
it.
The car.
I can concentrate more on a podcast or something like this, but I couldn't listen to an audiobook.
Maybe the voice is one of those.
Maybe. I don't know.
Look, sometimes it happens with me also that my thoughts get away and I have to repeat it again.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I wish I would have the luxury to open the book again and to read.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
Yeah, exactly. But at least it lets us continue sort of reading by listening to it and everything.
And actually, what I love is also the type of events I always go to. I choose to go to like theaters, concerts, music. So I'm a rock fan. I love to attend rock concerts.
You're so active. I don't understand. I feel like you're the most culturally social person that I've ever seen because you're also invited to a lot of diplomatic events.
Yes.
It's not just culture, it's also diplomatic events.
I get along well with Europeans. It's just that I feel that I love the European culture in general and how they are straightforward. You don't have like this fake mask that sometimes we have, or this Lebanese way of, happy bahayat, I don't know what. It's like, yes, no, I love that. It's more me.
Direct.
Yeah, exactly. So,
So you like to go to the theater, you like movies?
Theaters, yeah, of course.
Concerts,
rock concerts.
What kind of activities can we expect for this summer? Because this summer things are different in Lebanon, you feel.
It depends when are you broadcasting this.
Okay.
Tell me.
Maybe in 2 or 3 weeks or in a month or something.
So actually this summer lots of festivals are coming back to life.
Oh, okay.
So there's Baalbek Festival having 2 concerts.
In Baalbek?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
There's the Beit Din Festival. There's
in Beit Din?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
There's also Kirzay in Shuf, in the Shuf.
Okay.
Biblos Festival as well. So you can check all these details on Lebtivity.com. And you can attend plenty of things.
Who refers to Lebtivity the most? Is it Lebanese or is it expats?
Both. It's for both. I was very surprised last time. I met someone from Switzerland. He's in the UN.
Okay.
And he became a friend meanwhile. But when I met him and I told him I'm Lebtivity, he's like, wow, you saved my life when I arrived to Lebanon. It was Christmas. I was alone. There was the war just finishing, and I was not knowing what to do. So I went on Lebtivity and I went to one of those concerts, like those Beirut Chants concerts, and it was an amazing concert and everything. So I was very happy to hear that. So it's always interesting.
I want to highlight the fact that it's not just concerts and things like this, because maybe there's an art exhibit, there's yoga events, for example, there's wellness events, and there's sports activities that you highlight also.
Plenty of techno as well this summer for young people. Techno parties, beach parties. There are also very nice bands, let's say, playing all these nights. Sports tournaments, paddle. We have lots of
paddle. Every corner there's a paddle court here.
And plenty of diverse events. Sometimes there's a full day in one of the villages. There are so many.
There's something for everybody. We're such a small country. We have so many events and so many things happening. What is it with us Lebanese that we have so much going on?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I think that we don't want to miss out. We are afraid of tomorrow.
Because we went through so much.
Actually, we're not afraid of tomorrow. We don't want to miss out on any good moment because we don't know what tomorrow may bring. So we want to live. We are a culture of life. And when we are a culture of life and you see death around you, or you see war, or you see anything, the reaction is whenever there's peace, people want to live again. So they scream out for life with these this type of wanting to do everything and going out and partying every day. It's very rare. Like if you go to another country, Switzerland, I say they sleep at 7 p.m. It's not
Yeah,
really,
they're very comfortable.
yeah, very comfortable. No need to, I mean,
Yeah.
go out every day. Here, restaurants are full.
Yeah.
I remember once I went to Vienna and I wanted, my plane arrived late and I was looking for one restaurant that
Yeah.
opened at 10 p.m.
Just to have dinner.
Almost impossible.
Oh, at 10 p.m.
So, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's not very late.
Yeah. So imagine, I mean, like they close. It's rare to find like. It's not like the same as here.
No matter who comes to
Maybe
Lebanon.
It was 11 p.m. to be fair.
Oh, okay. But no matter who comes, they just have enjoyed their time. Even with the lack of electricity and the problems, the infrastructure and everything.
They always feel the energy.
Yeah.
The energy of the people, the energy of this land.
Yeah.
It's a sacred land like this. You feel the positive vibes of...
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something special
There's
about
something
it. If you go
in
in
here.
nature, if you go in... if you just walk around the country, discover the old villages, if you walk the small streets, smell the flowers,
everything.
It's everything. Go to the beach, go to the sea, go to
we have archaeology.
the
Yeah, we have nature. We have the beaches, like you said, the nightlife. Everything is available for somebody to enjoy their time.
It's so nice.
Yeah, and you had the opportunity to work outside of Lebanon.
Yes,
but you stayed.
Yeah, it's a choice.
Yeah. Does it make you happy here? Because we talked about happiness. Yeah.
I love to be here. I want to be here. It's a choice.
Okay.
However, I know I could leave. I know anyone could just pack his bags and go.
Mm-hmm.
But, starting a new life, and especially at this age, and just like after you passed university and the school and you started work and everything, it's harder to accommodate. Like some people would really want to go at any age, at any time.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them.
Okay.
I love Lebanon. However, you never know what happens in people's lives, I had a friend who was so in love with Lebanon, and she was like, no way to ever travel. And suddenly she packed her bag and left because she was so hurt from what happened.
Oh, okay.
There are phases, and some people come back, some people don't, some people...
Okay.
I mean, it's a choice that people take. But personally, I really love Lebanon, and... I feel I'm making a difference because when I see businesses, for example, last time I went on hiking, and this hiking was listed on Lebtivity, and he didn't promote it or anything, he just listed it on Lebtivity, and I asked people there, how did you know about this hiking? Yeah, and it was 80% of them were from Lebtivity. Oh wow! And I was like, wow, this guy is actually living from us. He's having plenty of people don't know each other from us just by listing his place, his event. It was like you're making a difference. I mean, when you feel when you find your purpose, when you find that you're making a positive difference, you cannot just pack your bags and leave. I mean,
so you inspire others. You're mentoring others. Who inspires Randa?
Wow, I learn from everyone.
Okay,
from the good and from the bad.
Yeah.
If I tell you, let's talk about. I'm not gonna give you big names, like idols,
celebrities.
I don't. I mean, everyone has positive and negative traits.
Yeah.
However, I learn from everyone. If I want to give you as an example, my previous boss, let's say, or whatever, I learned from the good one. I had a very senior, amazing HR manager, HR director. His name was Morris Collis. And he was an old, wise, like British guy.
Yeah,
and
his name is old and wise.
I still go see him when I go to Dubai now. He's in Dubai. So he was very wise, and he used to teach me things in a different way. And he used to tell me, like, perception is much more dangerous than the truth. Oh, and
okay. Why is that?
This because perception, how you perceive things.
Okay, that's your truth. That becomes your truth.
It's different than reality. Maybe you see things that are different.
Okay.
And this sentence was stuck in my head, forever. So whenever I am in disagreement with someone, or someone says something that doesn't make sense to me.
Right. That's his truth.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so that's hard to argue with.
So I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot from plenty of people who inspired me.
Okay.
I'm part also of a leadership network.
You are? Okay.
Mila, yes. And Michael Cooley is one of the trainers. He inspires me a lot as well.
Okay.
So many people, but also the bad leaders, if you want, that I had to work with. Okay. Narcissistic traits, hysterical traits, whatever you want to call it. I had two at least. I was like, okay, learning also what I don't want to be.
Okay, that's good that you are aware that you're learning
yes.
not to be that.
Exactly, I don't want to be that.
Right.
And whenever, like also, I love to create things in a different way, you know. For example, I wasn't a fan of the 9-to-5 job.
Right.
I don't.
Everybody in this generation doesn't like the 9-to-5 job.
You know, in Lebtivity, we don't have a schedule. We just work from home,
the
work from the
employees,
pool.
you mean? Oh, okay.
Yeah, work from over.
How big is the team right now for Lebtivity?
We have, look, it depends between the fixed and the not fixed staff.
Right.
So it's movable. However, so sometimes we go on a workation day. We take our laptop, we go on the beach and we work.
So happiness at work.
Yeah, we try. Sometimes we have so much pressure that we forget it, but we do our best to be happy. And we have Woofy, my dog.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that. And we were saying it's too bad we didn't invite Woofy to join the podcast.
You would have loved it.
I definitely would have loved it.
So Woofy would have.
We're both dog fans.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
So Woofy is a happiness coordinator.
Oh, okay.
He has a job every day.
Okay.
Yes,
So how does he coordinate happiness, Woofy? Just by his presence?
By existing.
There's something about dogs that nothing can replace.
Really. You know, if I'm speaking on the phone and my tone changes, like let's say I'm talking normally and then I say, but no, this is not possible. I see him running and coming, putting his head on my lap, like, calm down, don't say
that's like therapy right away.
Unbelievable.
There's something very cute that I saw that there was puppy yoga at one point. Is it still there?
Yes. We actually, so the person who launched it in Beirut, she started it in the war, and we were supporting her. And it became very famous, and it was fully booked all the time.
Really?
Now she's doing also kitty yoga.
Oh, no way. But I saw at one point she started, and then the next reel, I think I saw she put diapers on the puppies.
Yes, they were peeing all over. But they were so cute like that.
Oh my God, what an experience. I don't know how you can do yoga. It's just like therapy.
You don't, actually. Yeah. It's like just playing with fun. But the happiness you feel is unbelievable.
They're so cute.
Next time we go together.
Okay, deal. I'd love that.
Yeah.
There's so many, this is the point, is that there's so many different activities on Lebtivity that we can enjoy. It's just incredible. There's so much stuff that's going on, and new places that are opening, and it's like mushrooming, you feel. Anything special that's your favorite in the area or anything like this? A
place, you mean?
No, I don't know.
There are so many things.
Or what's trending, if you want, right now?
As restaurants, you mean? Or so, for example, there's a new Casper and Gambini in downtown. Amazing place. Very nice decoration. They have a matcha menu.
Oh, yeah, that's trending right now, matcha.
Super nice. There are plenty of places in Jbel and Batroun that opened.
Batroun has always been trending, very popular, but Jbel now is working on itself a little bit more.
Jbel, yes. There are.
It's a very nice city.
Yes,
exactly. Very charming.
And there's also the old the restaurant that was called Greco. This year it's called Papillon, and it's really beautiful. It's gonna open soon. It's super nice. There's Khawaja, Samkit Khawaja in Batroun that opened recently. There's Bistro in Batroun. There's
something new for every
Mojo
night.
Delicatessen in Naash. They have all these nights, which I love. There's Eve à Beirut in Art House, where you can have amazing tea.
That's a beautiful place.
There's also like fun places like Laugh, where you can go and have improv show, stand-up comedy, and the owners are the team of Aqaba.
This is a developing field also, like stand-up comedy here in Lebanon. Lebanon, what is it called, KED?
It is CAD. No, CAD, but Laugh is different. There is CAD and there is Laugh. CAD, they have stand-up comedy and shows.
I mean, it's becoming more and more popular.
And Laugh is in Kaslik, it's different.
But it's becoming more and more popular.
People want to laugh. I mean, they need to.
We want to feel good.
And the academy will also have lots of trainings, like we have one about AI, how to master AI for optimal productivity. Yeah, we need that. Yes. Because this is how you can get more than 24 hours a day. I guess so, right? And you're learning all these things at the same time? Yes, I always attend, and my team, I help them. That's a lot. That's a lot of information to always absorb all the time. We're going to have soon also a self-defense course. I think we need it these days, sadly. I want to do that. I've been looking for the self-defense course for a long time. Super nice one. I'll send you. Send me.
for sure. Because I've been wanting to do one because it's different than martial arts and everything. It's a completely different area.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I heard you ask Carlos Russin. He was giving, and
it went viral, this one.
Oh, it did? Oh, okay. Yeah, you asked him very good questions, better than me. You asked him what lesson he's learned the hard way. So what lesson have you learned the hard way?
It's actually a series of videos that we're doing about this.
Okay.
And something more is being prepared in a few years, but I'm not finishing it because I don't have time, but stay tuned for it.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
It's related to I Have Learned Academy.
Okay.
So what lesson did I learn the hard way?
Yeah.
The power of communication
can
either take you in or destroy you.
Yeah, that's a hard way to learn. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, what you say, and I'm still learning it, I cannot say I'm perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Because sometimes when we are angry, we say things we don't mean, and they get amplified, and they can destroy relationship. And sometimes when you say things as they are, it can hurt other people, and you can get hurt. And
when they say count to 10, it makes a huge difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
And sometimes the way you say it can make you win or lose.
Communication isn't just the words, like you said. It's body language, it's the tone, it's the voice, it's everything.
But sometimes, like, I feel I feel happy that I am someone who's very blunt and direct, but it's not always a quality. It's a quality in the sense of people know.
Yeah, they know what to expect.
Yeah. They know that you are, like that. But if sometimes you're too tired, or you just, let's say I pass by, I see so many people a day, database is full.
You're tired,
And if I pass by and you say hi in a different, like hi, and pass by, people will get sad because you didn't really greet them like you should.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes it's not on purpose, just because you're exhausted. So these little things sometimes make a difference for people. But
that's why we shouldn't take things personally.
Never.
Exactly. Because if they behave like this with us, maybe we should think further. Why are they behaving this way? If they're tired, if they had a bad day or something like this. Yeah, I'm aligned with you on this stuff.
What about you? What did you learn the hard way? Can I ask you a question?
What did I learn the hard way? Yeah, communication. And sometimes you have narratives built in your mind from when you were young, and you have to change those narratives.
Yes. Programming.
Yeah, programming.
I didn't tell you I'm also specialized in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming.
Oh, I did a course on that. I did a certification.
Oh, but you should do it with us, because
you have another one coming up?
We have. You did it with our trainer?
No, I didn't know. I know only about it from one person. I did it with him. Okay. But I didn't do the master.
What's his name?
Roni Matar.
You should try with Jihad, who's giving the NLP certification.
Is he the one from Hazmiya?
No.
Okay.
It's a new generation of NLP. It's amazing. He created this as well.
Oh, really?
He's really
when is it
one of the best.
Available?
July. I will send you as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting, because there's so much to learn.
Yes.
And it
endless.
Never ends.
Yeah.
It never ends.
I cannot say I have learned. I should say I am still learning.
Yeah, you're right. You should call it Still Learning Academy.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like, you're asking me, the narratives, you have to change them to, like, be real, I guess, or be more aware of what the real world is like, and not be staying fixed in your specific mindset. And communication.
Yeah.
It's huge. Yeah, and you learn about it every day.
True.
You learn something new every day.
Yes.
What do people want these days?
That's a very vague question.
Yeah.
What do people want? Which people?
In general. I mean, because you talk to a lot of people. Do you see like some common ground with everybody now?
I think people want to be happy,
but
also they, what I'm observing is that the image they create of themselves sometimes on social media is not always the one that that is
that's real.
Sometimes they have pain that they try to mask or anything like that.
Oh, so they do it through this means, you mean?
But I think everyone wants, the basic needs of
security,
happy, being successful, being
financially secure.
Yes, being also loved, being you know.
We have a lot more in common than we have differences, I think, from all communities anyways.
Yeah.
What's your hope for the future?
Well, I have a very strong wish for Lebanon,
Mm-hmm.
which is to have all the people who left
Come back?
come back.
At least to visit.
All the people,
Yeah.
I mean, all the people, all the brains,
Yeah.
you know, all the brains, all the people who could make a difference in the country.
Contribute to
Who could
rebuilding.
contribute in
Yeah.
leadership positions.
Right.
To come and take those leadership positions and put their input here to create a better future and to
Right.
stop the corruption
Yeah.
in all ways.
How can
you
we
know.
encourage them to come back? It's tough.
Opening opportunities, creating opportunities,
Okay.
Stability,
Yeah, stability.
punishment for corruption,
Right.
and
Accountability.
Accountability, yeah,
Yeah, I guess so.
and opportunities,
I hope.
and also like the faith of other countries to invest again in Lebanon, which will make, of course, more solid ground.
Yeah. Well, it's starting.
Yeah,
Let's hope it continues.
Yes.
Yeah. Randa, where can people find you? On social media?
Randa Farah.
Okay.
On LinkedIn, on
Okay.
My Instagram is private, but they can try.
Lebtivity.
Lebtivity,
know
of
all
course.
the,
Lebtivity.
all the-
Follow Lebtivity on Instagram. Follow I Have Learned Academy.
Okay.
Randa Farah on Facebook. Lebtivity Instagram on Facebook.
Yeah.
Lebtivity I Have Learned Academy on Facebook.
Lebtivity.com.
Lebtivity.com, the
Yeah.
website.
Yeah.
I have learned.me, the website of the academy.
Oh, okay. I have learned academy.me.
I have learned.me.
Yeah. Okay, we'll put it
academy.
in the description anyways.
I will send you the links if you like.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
Okay.
And yeah, so I'm everywhere.
Yeah, you know, I really enjoyed this talk. I didn't expect it to go this psychological and mindfulness and wellness. I really enjoy this kind of talk, so I appreciate it. I hope maybe we can have another deeper talk, not just on Lebtivity, but on your specializations, you know, communication, everything. That would be really nice. So I asked this question to all my guests. What makes the ordinary extraordinary?
I would say passion and finding your purpose.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because if you find your purpose, you are aligned.
Right.
So things are effortless. But if you are not in your element, if you are not, you did not find your purpose, you are not.
How can you find your purpose?
Oh, that's a job. That's an inner job.
Yeah, you have to work on yourself.
Knowing yourself.
Yeah.
It's knowing others. It's understanding what you need. It's when you are aligned with your purpose, you are also serving others, not only yourself. So, are you making a difference?
Yeah.
Is your job making a difference? Is what you are doing creating difference for you and for others? If not,
you found your purpose.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. You are definitely enriching everybody and making things nicer for us, more accessible.
I recommend a book by Michael Cooley.
Oh, yeah.
Find Your Hummus.
Oh, really? I don't know this book. Michael Cooley, Find Your Hummus?
Yeah.
He's a Lebanese author?
Yes.
Oh, okay. His name isn't Lebanese. That's why I'm asking.
But he's, I told you about him a bit ago. Is
you mentioned it. Yeah.
The Leadership Academy. So this book will very simple.
Okay.
It will help you.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. That's
purpose.
wonderful. Thank you so much for the suggestion. And we'll see you soon, Randa. Thank you for this wonderful talk. I really appreciated it. Thank you. Thank you.